Hello kiddies, your Uncle Spurt here, and boy crikey have I got a cracking pair of corkers for you today. Whoa! Oppo's fresh new Find X8 Pro and Google's Pixel 9 Pro XL are two of the biggest and best blowers of 2024, but which one is more deserving of your cash? It's a battle of the titans that's even more exciting than that time that Jake Paul beat up a pensioner. It's one of the most requested side-by-side comparisons I've had in recent times. Here's a full Oppo Find X8 Pro versus Pixel 9 Pro XL type situation. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do poke, subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! So let's start with the design, and both the Oppo Find X8 Pro here on the left and the Pixel 9 Pro XL here on the right are proper 6.8-inch pocket busters. Next to nothing between them as far as the dimensions go, pretty skinny bezels on this pair. That screen is ever so slightly curved on all four edges of the Find X8 Pro, just lifting it above that frame. And meanwhile, the Pixel 9 Pro XL's display is flatter than a bottle of week-old pop. Between this pair, I gotta say, Oppo's blower is the more comfortable to wield one-handed, as you've actually got some slight curvature going on, unlike the iPhone-esque flat edge design of the Pixel. Just a wee gripe from me, can we please stop doing flat-edged smartphones, because spoiler alert, Apple's design sucks. Flip around to the back end and it's a matte finish for both of these phones, although the Pixels does tend to get a little bit smudgy and greasy and grimy at times. The Find X8 Pro does a better job of hiding that. Can handle plenty of hands-on action without getting all smudgy. And also you've got that unique streaky design as well, which not everyone will love, but at least it's pretty subtle. Then of course you've also got Oppo's absolutely enormous Cosmos ring versus the long slender Google camera bar. They poke out the back end a similar sort of distance, but gotta say I prefer the Pixel as far as the camera bump goes, mostly because it's a handy finger shelf for that one-handed play. The Cosmos ring kind of works, but it's not quite as stable. And also I'd just like to point out how incredibly restrained I'm being, not making any cheap gags about fingering that ring. The Pixel 9 Pro XL can be snaffled in a handful of colours, including pink and hazel options, whereas Oppo's Find X8 Pro only comes in space black and pearl white. But on the flip side, you do have that rather awesome alert slider slapped on the edge of the Oppo Find X8 Pro to quickly silence this smartphone, put it in vibration mode or whatever. As here on the Pixel, you've got to stick it in Do Not Disturb mode, the boring old-fashioned way by swiping down the notifications panel. Not quite as satisfying. The Pixel 9 Pro XL is IP68 dust and water resistant, so absolutely fine around sand and grit and small particles, and it can also be fully submerged in water, no worries. However, the Oppo Find X8 Pro is IP69 rated, so not only can it do all of that, it can also be blasted with red hot jets of liquid, which yeah, the mind boggles, but apparently it's absolutely fine with all of that. And both phones boast a bit of Victus 2 glass up front, so pretty scratch resistant as well as drop resistant. You've also got a screen protector pre-installed here on Oppo's blower. Got a bit of metal edging on both as well, although it is actually glossy here on the Pixel, so it does get quite smudgy compared with the matte finish here on the Oppo. And then around back, it's once again a glass finish with that matte design, but it is Victus 2 here on the Pixel, whereas it's just regular toughened glass here on the Oppo. And that said, over the past 3 months, the Pixel 9 Pro XL has picked up a few light nicks down at that bottom end. Only time will tell with the Oppo Find X8 Pro, as I've only had it for sort of 2-3 weeks. Now, both the Oppo Find X8 Pro and Google's Pixel 9 Pro XL are running the latest, freshest Android 15, now that the Pixel has finally been updated. But on top of that, Oppo has lovingly slathered the latest ColorOS 15 launcher, which changes up the vibe. Both of these pleasingly sleek and smooth, but I've got to say I do prefer the animations and general smoothness here on ColorOS, which just feels incredibly slick, like 1970s John Travolta hair slick. The general layout is similar. You got your Google Discover feed, you got your apps tray, but then things do differ when it comes to the notifications bar and control center, which are combined into one here on the Pixel, whereas you've actually got separate efforts here on the Find X8 Pro. Although you can combine them into a good old-fashioned singular effort if you prefer. There's a few other differences here and there. For instance, ColorOS serves up a far superior gaming mode to the bog standard Android one. And you've got even more mindfulness features packed into the Find X8 Pro as well, including good old Zen space, which I'm a big fan of. Allows you to have some peaceful time, free of distractions, with only limited app access. And on the flip side, Google offers some excellent Pixel exclusive features here on the 9 Pro XL, including some fantastic spam call filtering tools and of course the likes of the car crash detection, some great privacy and security shenanigans. Now you can expect software support for the long haul no matter your choice here. 7 years of Android OS updates and security patching here on the Pixel, and 6 years of security patching and 5 guaranteed OS updates for the Find X8 Pro. As for the storage, well, the Pixel still starts off at a measly 128 gigs of the stuff, whereas you get a base 256 gigs with the Find X8 Pro. Neither of them expandable via microSD, which is pretty much standard these days for a flagship smartphone. And hey, because neither of these is an iPhone, they're absolutely stuffed to the tits with lots of AI smart arsery. So for instance, you've got Google's Gemini AI Assistant built into both of them, although you will need a subscription for the most premium features like Gemini Live. Got a good bit of circle to search action as well, some excellent AI photo editing tools. You've also got some excellent AI video editing tools here on the Pixel 9 Pro XL to clean up the audio, sharpen up the video, all kinds of stuff. Whereas here on the Oppo Find X8 Pro, the video editing is sadly a bit more basic. But one AI feature I really like here on the Oppo Find X8 Pro that you won't find on the Pixel 9 Pro XL is the ability to summarize web pages here in Google Chrome. If you come across a web article that you really want to read, but you just don't have the time to commit to it, well, no worries, just tap AI Summary, and you'll be presented with a succinct number of bullet points, just basically conveying the overall gist, and thus saving you valuable, precious minutes, which you can spend instead, say, drinking. Now, as I mentioned in the design section, you've got a very similar size screen on both of these massive blowers, a 6.8 incher on the Pixel 9 Pro XL versus the slightly smaller 6.78 incher on that Oppo Find X8 Pro. Both OLED tech, of course, you can expect super crispy contrast. We're talking blacks darker than the abyss and nice clean whites. And that display resolution close enough on this pair that even if I squinted really hard and pushed my face right up to those panels, couldn't notice a difference in the detail levels. And you got LTPO tech on both as well, maxing out at 120Hz refresh, so supported apps look buttery smooth. And max out the brightness on both these displays, and the Oppo Find X8 Pros is ever so slightly more eye-searing compared with the Pixels, but I still have no problems with outdoor visibility here on Google's handset. But while the Find X8 Pro supports 2160Hz PWM dimming, it does max out on the Pixel at just 240Hz, which is pretty meager for a flagship. And this could affect you if you find you are quite sensitive to the flickering on an OLED display. If you tend to get a bit headachy using them in low light conditions, well, you might possibly get a bit migrainey using the Pixel. It's certainly a lot more probable than if you opt for the Find X8 Pro. And both these flagship blowers boast a proper beefy pair of stereo speakers. Let's try them one at a time, starting with the Find X8 Pro.
So it appears that Google hasn't really changed much when it comes to keeping secrets, because news of its impending Pixel 9a is spattered all over the internet, just like your mum's.
And now the Pixel 9 Pro XL.
Coincidentally, just like your mum's, the Pixel 9a should provide some satisfying one-handed action.
Let's max out that volume, got a good bit of power on either of them, good enough to clearly hear what's going on even in quite a raucous environment. But the clarity definitely stronger on the Pixel, just sounds that little bit crisper, that little bit cleaner compared with the slightly tinny, slightly echoey affair on the Find X8 Pro, but it's not a huge amount in it. As for the performance, well, Google's Pixel 9 Pro XL is powered by its very own Tensor G4 chipset, whereas Oppo has opted for Mediatek's super schlong-tastic Dimensity 9400 flagship chipset for the Find X8 Pro. Both are absolutely fine for your everyday shenanigans, but if you are a gamer, well, I would go Find X8 Pro. That gaming experience with Wuthering Waves and other demanding Android titles just silky smooth with zero judders or dips in that frame rate, whereas gaming on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, I saw some definite dips in the fluidity. That frame rate wasn't quite as stable, especially when the action got a bit crazy. The Find X8 Pro also stays cooler than the Pixel 9 Pro XL with its dedicated vapor chamber, graphene sheeting, thermal gel, all of that shenanigans. So you can keep on gaming for hours and hours. And as I mentioned before, proper dedicated gaming mode on the Find X8 Pro as well, which you don't really get with the Pixel. It's a lot more streamlined. You can basically block notifications and live stream to YouTube if you're into sharing your gaming skills with the world, which I most certainly am not. It's unfortunate enough that I have to demonstrate my abilities here in these reviews. As for the battery tech, well, Oppo once again has Google beaten. The Pixel 9 Pro XL sports a perfectly capacious 5060 mAh battery, but that's upgraded significantly on the Find X8 Pro to a 5910 mAh capacity silicon carbon cell. Thankfully, the battery life is excellent on both, but I do find with everyday usage, I tend to have a little bit more in the tank at the end of the day with the Find X8 Pro versus that Pixel 9 Pro XL. But there's not actually a huge amount in it at all. And when I conducted the obligatory YouTube battery drain test by streaming video on both these phones, I found that the Pixel once again won despite having that slightly smaller battery. You get around 25 hours of video streaming on this bad boy these days, compared with roughly 20 hours of video streaming on the Find X8 Pro. On the flip side, however, the Oppo Find X8 Pro maxes out at 80 watt SuperVOOC wired charging compared with just 45 watts on the Pixel, so significantly faster. You've also got 50 watt wireless charging support on the Oppo versus just 15 watts on the Pixel, but you will of course need a supported charger. And so let's finish up this Pixel 9 Pro XL versus Oppo Find X8 Pro comparison with a bit of squint at that camera tech. You've got a quad lens setup here on the Oppo versus a triple lens setup on the Pixel. The main difference in the setups is that you only get a single telephoto shooter here on the Pixel with 5x optical zoom, whereas you get a pair here on the Find X8 Pro with 3x and 6x optical zoom. Therefore, if you're shooting in the sort of mid-distance, like this 3x zoom for instance, you can expect crispier details, if not quite as natural colors on the Find X8 Pro versus the Pixel. Although that said, Google's AI sharpening does do a pretty bang-up job, so there's not a huge amount in it. Now, unlike the Pixel 9 Pro XL, you do have a dedicated camera button here on the side of the Find X8 Pro. This can quick load the camera app with a double push, but the main reason for it being there is just to make it nice and smooth and easy to zoom in towards your subject and then also snap a pic. And also if you long press it, you get a bit of burst shot action, 7 frames per second, up to 50 frames in total. It's just a shame that Oppo's camera button is exactly as awkwardly positioned as Apple's camera button on the iPhone 16 series. Just far too central. It needs to be more towards this corner so it's comfortable to use. With the Pixel, you can't burst shot as it is. What you have to do is shoot a video and then you can export frames from the video once you're done. And yes, holding down that shutter button does just start recording a video. I found the autofocus works pretty good on the Find X8 Pro, even at that rapid fire rate, although in more ambient light you will still see plenty of blur unless your subject is obediently still. The Pixel 9 Pro XL overall is slightly more dependable when it comes to capturing accurate tones, even in extremely bright or rather dim conditions, and that is across the range of sensors. But Oppo's flagship isn't far off at all, rarely saturating a shot and often sharpening details so they stand out. They are different in their approach to photo capture and processing, but both are very impressive for those high contrast pics, and both do well in low light too. And likewise, both of these blowers can spaff out a great looking portrait shot on demand. As for the alternative lenses, well, Oppo's ultra-wide snapper produces slightly less distorted pics than Google's equivalent, so it's certainly better for those dramatic scenery shots. And likewise, the Find X8 Pro spaffs out slightly sharper, cleaner images at a great distance using the telephoto shooters, although of course there is a limit to how far you'll want to punch in and it's nowhere near the maximum level. And of course you've got those AI photo editing smarts, including a selection of AI eraser, unblur and clarity enhancement tools here on the Find X8 Pro, while Google's Pixel has a smart edit tool which performs a similar set of cleanups. That AI eraser tool in particular is startlingly good on both of these handsets, but sadly the unblur tool on both the Pixel and the Find X8 Pro is a wee bit cack. I wouldn't even bother in most circumstances. As for video, well, Oppo absolutely smashes it out of the park. The Find X8 Pro can capture 4K Dolby Vision video at 60 frames per second across all of these lenses, even the selfie cam. Meanwhile, with the Pixel, you do need to drop to 30 frames per second if you want to capture 4K HDR footage, and here it is HDR10 rather than Dolby Vision. Although the Pixel 9 Pro XL can technically spaff out 8K video by upscaling any 4K content that you shoot. But yeah, can't actually do this on device. You will need to wait a while it uploads the clip to the cloud, and then wait quite a while longer while it processes the video and upscales it to 8K. The audio capture, very close between these two, and you do have the better video editing tools here on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, as I discussed earlier in the features section. But overall, the Oppo Find X8 Pro is my pick of the bunch when it comes to shooting video. And both of these phones can capture 4K resolution content at up to 60 frames per second using the selfie shooter, but of course the Oppo, the only one that can do it with HDR turned on at the same time. But the audio pickup's good, the visual's nice and crispy, and the good news is the stabilization also solid, so you can wander about the place merrily doing a wee vlog if that's what floats your boat. And both phones also support a bit of pro photo capture. You got various settings that you can tweak, and you can capture raw images to edit on the fly. And there you have it, my lovelies. That in a tasty wee nutshell is the Oppo Find X8 Pro versus Google's Pixel 9 Pro XL. As you can see, proper bloody good blowers, and most people should be happy with either, really, but they do have their own individual strengths and weaknesses. The Oppo, for instance, slightly better at the old video capture and also for gamers, whereas the Pixel actually offers up some surprisingly good battery life. You've also got those great Pixel exclusive features, and the overall photo capture, better if you like your more lifelike images. So which one are you more tempted by? Well, my full Oppo Find X8 Pro review is already live. I've also done an early review of the Pixel 9 Pro XL, but I will be updating with a full 3-month review now that it's updated to Android 15. But it'd be great to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Which one would you prefer, or neither, perhaps? Please do subscribe, ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech, and have yourselves a ruddy, wonderful rest of the week. Cheers everyone, love you.